AP Macroeconomics, Supply and Demand by Ava Fate and Brooke Schaeffer.
Supply is defined as the amount of a good that sellers are willing and able to sell at a specific price.
The law of supply is when price increases, quantity also increases. There is a direct relationship between the two. As you can see, as the price of pizza increases, so does the quantity of pizza.
The variables of supply include price, which represents movement along the supply curve, input prices, technology, expectations, and number of sellers.
Demand is defined as the desire, ability, and willingness to consume.
The law of demand is when price increases, quantity demanded decreases. There is an inverse relationship. As you can see, as price increases, quantity demanded increases in the graph shown.
The non-price variables of demand are income, taste, expectations, price of complements, price of substitutes, number of consumers, and quality.
Substitute goods are different goods that satisfy the same needs as the other. They are able to replace one another.
As you can see in the graph, Pepsi is a substitute good of Coca-Cola. Therefore, the demand curve will shift upwards when the price of Coke rises.
Another example of substitute goods is orange juice and grapefruit juice. If the price of orange juice rises, then the demand for grapefruit juice will increase.
What would explain movement from point 3, P3 on the demand curve to point P1 on the demand curve? Assuming that the good is inferior, an increase in the price of good will explain the shift.
When price and quantity increase in the market, supply increases. A decrease in price and an increase in quantity would lead to an increase in demand. A decrease in both price and quantity would lead to a decrease in demand. Referring to this graph could help you understand these shifts.
A price ceiling is defined as the maximum price a seller is allowed to charge for a product or service.
Floor price is defined as a government or group control of the minimum amount that can be charged on a product.
This graph shows that when a price ceiling is set, it limits how high the price of a product can be, but it must be set below the natural market equilibrium. When it is set, a shortage occurs between quantity demanded and quantity supplied.
An ineffective price floor is set too far below market equilibrium. An example of a surplus price floor is when the floor is too far above market equilibrium.
In a market equilibrium, quantity demanded must equal quantity supplied.
This graph explains that when supply is too low or too high, it will create a shortage or surplus of money. Thanks for watching our project.
Created using Powtoon.